Hello there, my name's Nick Andrews and I'm a photographer and a bit of a videographer from Wolverhampton in the West Midlands of the United Kingdom. Just going to try recording myself and looking into camera because I've not done it much before. I'm used to being the other side of the camera, so this is quite new to me. Just want to talk to the camera, get used to saying things. It's not as easy as it looks actually, because I think I'd quite like to get into doing some video stuff. I used to enjoy video back in the day. I did a few weddings and things like that. The problem with wedding videos is you're working with people who don't know anything about video. I came from a background of being a camera assistant and then a cameraman, and so I'd cut together these videos like the wedding video, like almost like a little documentary of the day, which is how I think wedding videos should be done. But the problem I got, some of the negative feedback I got from my videos were, where's the video footage of when the photographer was doing the formal shots? And I used to include a little bit of that, but I always used to say, well, do you really want footage of people standing there while the photographer's taking their picture? And sadly, a lot of them used to say yes, so it just became moving wallpaper. And I just don't see the point in that. To me, a documentary needs to flow, tell a story, and keep moving the viewer on to the next part of the story, and it all fit together. I mean, 20 minutes to an hour of groups of people posing, that's not a video really, is it? It's just moving wallpaper. So I lost interest in video and certainly making wedding videos, and I am going back to when most videographers doing weddings used high-8 format tape and edited either linear, or they were just getting into using computers, and rendering took forever. I mean forever. You think you have to wait now for something like Premiere Pro to render. I made one video animation that took 3 days to render. I had to leave the computer on for 3 whole days for it to finally render. So don't complain about the render times of today. You know, if it's going to take an hour or even 2 hours to render, that's nothing. Believe me, that's nothing. And I haven't got a super duper high spec machine for editing video, and it's not bad, but it's not a high powered or singing or dancing job. If I had a faster machine, then my rendering times today would be even quicker. But hey ho. Also, I've bought a subscription to Epidemic Sound, which they seem to have some good stuff on there. They have a varying amount of styles of music, different genres. The only downside I've found with Epidemic Sound is all the tracks seem to be around the 2-minute mark, which can be a bit of a pain because most people's videos tend to be longer than 2 minutes, though they do let you download the individual instruments or parts, so that you can remix the song yourself if you want, which is quite good because you can have, you know, music drop down to just the drum section or the bass section or whatever the components in the song. So it works quite well for that. But I wish some of the mixes were like longer. If you go on YouTube, there is a page on there of songs that you can download that YouTube will allow you to use without infringing any copyright or anything. And some of those are 7 minutes plus. So you can actually put in there, I want songs above 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, 30 seconds. There's also sound effects as well. You know, so like if I get a gun and go like that, you get sound effects like that. So it's amazing. Or an alarm clock like that. There's all different sorts of sound effects, and you can get those and use those free. Just search on YouTube for Music Library and it should pop up. Great little page, very useful if you don't know where to get musical sound effects from that you can use on your YouTube videos. Just to let you know some of the items that I'm using. I'm filming this on a Canon 5D Mark IV. The lens is my 17-40 f4 L series lens. Above the camera I have a Neewer, however you say that, field monitor. I think it's the little 6 or 7 inch monitor. To my right, which is probably your left as you look at the screen, I have a Neewer 300 Mark III LED light, which is color balanced to 5500 Kelvin, which is classed as daylight. It has a CRI of 96. To my left, your right, I have a bit overkill really, but it's a large white reflector, and so that's bouncing a bit of light back on here. And also, just to give it a little added kick, because I felt that the shadows were a bit too heavy here, I have a ring light just bouncing, it's not a lot, but you can just see me moving it on and off my left, or as you look at the screen, right cheek. And I've just literally got that, I mean, it's not even scientifically or professionally done, resting on my desk, just shining up at the reflector, just to give a little bit of extra fill there. I also have clipped onto my shirt a lavalier mic, or lavalier mic, depending on what you want to call it, made by Rode, not a bad little thing. It's the Mark 1 version. Apparently they do a Mark 2 version, which is supposed to be even clearer and even better, and give you a better quality sound. I do also have a field mixer, which is this one from Tascam. Great little machine. You can mix up to 4 microphones. It has phantom power in it, and it all records onto an SD card. It can do internal power, some batteries in here. The SD card fits in there as well, and it also has a couple of microphones built in that you can switch over to, so you can use those mics as well for ambient sound on 2 of the channels, and then the other 2 channels you could have your microphones plugged in. It has a fitting on top, so you could screw it to the bottom of your camera. It also has a screw at the bottom, so you could screw it onto a tripod or something like that. And I've used that a few times and found it works really well. The lavalier mic that I've got on at the moment, you just plug straight into the camera. I also have a Blixo lavalier mic. If your budget's a bit tight, you could use that. I think that was about 29 quid or something like that. The Rode one is a bit more expensive, so you know, depends on budget. I always say try and buy the best you can afford, and I thought I'd lost my Rode mic, and all I could afford the other week to replace it was 29 quid, so I got the Blixo one. And to be fair, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'd like to get the upgrade on the Rode mic, so that apparently it's got a little bit better clarity to it than this one's got. Oh, I also have over here another Rode mic. This is the Rode VideoMic Go, and you can plug into the camera via this plug. So it also has a tripod mount, and I bought the wind gag for it as well, or the dead cat as some people call it. So there you go. So no battery required. You could probably set this up to plug into my field mixer as well if you wanted to, although if I was using that, I have got some shotgun mics that I used to use on drums and things, so I could always use one of those if I wanted a shotgun style mic, though that's probably the next thing on my shopping list might be a proper shotgun mic with the Rycote Softy blimp and everything on it. So I don't know, we'll look at that anyway. Anything else to tell you? Not really. I think that's about it. I think I've told you everything. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the first time I've spoke to a camera like this. It's a bit unnerving, but there you go. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.